What's up, everybody? I'm Chili Graves with Forest Kite and Wake. We're here today on 3rd Street, Isle of Palm, and I got the 9-meter Ultra. Super excited to try this kite out and kind of give you all a review. I've never ridden this kite and I've never ridden any Airush gear. So it'll be kind of a fun, honest review and see what it's all about. So let's give it a go. So first off, the bag. I really like it. It's kind of just pretty minimalist. My only thing with the bag is that there's nowhere to put the pump. So that's a little bit of a bummer, but it does fit the bar easy. And you know, you can just carry that stuff. It's not the end of the day. Got a fresh, crispy kite here. If you've never had a crispy kite, you probably need one in your life. It's a good feeling. Toss this stuff aside real quick. And let's pump it up. So we're out here, it's blowing about 11 to 16 miles per hour, maybe gusting a little more. Kind of perfect for foiling when that lower end is just not enough for anything else. I think the 9-meter is kind of my personal favorite go-to for foiling. It's great on the low end, it gets you up enough. Maybe you have to loop it, but most of the time you can get up no problem. And then if you're overpowered on the foil in a 9, you probably should be riding a surfboard at that point. So it's kind of the great kite if you're just looking to get one kite to do a lot. And this is really cool because I think the exoskeleton or exo frame and the stiffer leading edge and struts, I think that's going to allow you to use this on a twin tip, on a surfboard. So I'm really excited to see what that kind of does. Additionally, it has the pulley bridles, which is supposed to help you when you're depower and still have a lot of steering and be super smooth. So that kind of goes, that attributes to helping with the higher end of the kite. Additionally, I set up the kite, so there's 2 settings on the back of the kite. I put it on the quickest turning or the least bar pressure. That's just my personal opinion or what I really like. But you can make it more bar pressure or a little softer turning if you want. I just love the look of the kite. It's kind of like your classic go-to kite. For me personally, I'm used to flying 3 struts, so your surf kite, which I like to foil on, or kind of your like all-around kite. But this one has some pretty swept-back wingtips, so I'm curious what that does to the performance of the kite. I know it helps a lot with relaunching and everything, so if you're a beginner, that's another really great aspect of this kite. But we're gonna give it a go, so here we go. Alrighty, so I'm just getting off the water. First takes, really sick kite. I think if you've never flown a single strut, it's kind of like a new language. It's super, super reliable, especially on the foil. And there's some characteristics that just make foiling more fun when you have this kind of kite. A couple of those would be, it just hates to backstall. Like, this kite hates to backstall. It doesn't do it, refuses. And even when you kind of like overturn the kite and you slack it out, it catches itself way higher in the sky compared to like a 3 strut or something. I feel like on my other kites, it would drop the kite way further, and then in order to pick it up, it would kind of yank me a little much. So this really just doesn't do that. It catches itself soon and allows you to just keep riding pretty easy. The other thing, I did notice the bridles. It took a little bit of getting used to for sure. It definitely dampens out everything, but I feel like it kind of lowers that high-end power. Where you're used to being able to kind of jibe the kite really fast and like get a quick burst, it kind of dampens that whole process. So for foiling, it's really good. Just personally, it's something that I have to get used to, but I think it is totally good. Other than that, I only barely touched the water with it once. It did pop right back up. I stayed on foil the whole time. So it's a really sick kite. Who is this kite for, right? I think if you're a foiler, if you're looking to go out in light wind, I really only think you need one single strut kite. And to have the strong frame of this kite and the higher bladder pressure, I think this is your go-to kite because you can use it in a broader range of conditions. So if you're looking for like an 8 meter to go out and foil on light days, and you want something for maybe your kids, your wife, your fiance, your girlfriend, some of your friends you're teaching, I think this is the go-to kite. It's just so accessible and it really makes foiling that much more fun. So check us out at Force Kite and Wake, and don't forget to ride with Force. I'm Chili Graves and I'll catch you around.